Starting off the match, serving first for Arizona Sizzle, will be setter Zach Melcher. Immediately called for out of rotation as the Rising Tide. First point of the game goes to Arizona Sizzle. Getting called for an overlap on the left side of the court. New setter for Rising Tide, Bart Kowalski, will be setting this match. Quick set out of the middle, quick kill. Garrett Lau out of the middle for the first kill. Number 11, Dalton Ammerman, back to serve. Top spin serve coming. Handled well. Quick set to the middle. Block cover back up. Little tip out of the middle. Controlled by Rising Tide. Cross-court swing by Colin Irons. And a net is called by Arizona Sizzle. That's moral fiber right there. Moral fiber. Brian Lewis called a net on himself. Safety first, gentlemen. Here with the top spin jump serve, Dalton Ammerman. Well received. Sets to the right side off the top of the box, surging it Asden. 2-2's the score. This is the best 3 out of 5 set. First set, 2-2. Surge off the top of the tape. Set goes back. Colin Irons off the top of the block. Controlled back to Colin Irons again. Control block, double block on the left side. Little top spin jump serve rolling over the top. Back to Colin Irons. Missing wide is Colin Irons. Asden still serving. He's got a nice little hybrid jump float. Puts a lot of pressure on the opposing team. Mixing it up with a top spin jump serve. Set goes outside to Jones. Tool off the block for a kill. It's going to be an interesting chess match at the beginning of this game. Find out where the advantages are for each team. Quick set goes back to Lewis, high off the top. Ammerman saves the play. Control bump. And a down ball underneath the net. Point goes to Sizzle. Quick set. Block back down in the middle. Connor Dougherty on the block. Good patience by Connor there. Read the play, reacted quickly, got himself a stuff block. Olsen to serve. Mishandled ball. Colin Irons down the line with a big swing. Too much heat. Colin Irons going back to serve. Well pass ball, going high ball outside. Soft roll over the top by Joe. Nice controlled swing on the outside by number 8, Joe Kaluakamoa. 6'6" outside hitter out of BYU. Brian Lewis back to serve. Big left hand jump serve. Moving that ball left to right, just missing long. This serve goes long, Rising Tide. Joe Kaluakamoa back to serve. Jump float into the net. So missed serves back to back to back. A front row setter for Rising Tide right now. Got a good matchup for Surgeon Dazden on the outside to go over the top. Let's see if the setter recognizes that matchup. If we can get him the ball. And we have another missed serve. Doherty back to serve. Jump float in play. Ball gets set outside. High. Hammerman off the top. Control back up. Kowalski back on the right side. Irons covered up. Kowalski high ball to Irons. Trying to power through the block. Control back up. Down ball coming. Controlled. Melcher to the outside. Surgeon at Asden. That's that matchup I'm talking about. Surge goes 6'7" out of Cal State Long Beach, going up against Bart Kowalski, a 6-foot setter out of UCSB. That's a matchup that's going to be favorable for the Arizona Sizzle. Jump float in place. It goes back to Irons. Control block off the top. Big play out of the back row. Big time kill by Joe Kailua Kamoa. Controls the pass, comes in quick on the big attack, puts the ball away for a big kill. Sizzle with an 11-6 lead, set one. Nice soft touch roll over the top for Dalton Ammerman. Kowalski with the top spin serve. Back to Joe Lewis with a big bang from the back row on the right side. D-ball killer. Number 3, Joe Lewis, is one of the feature players in the NBA. Fantastic opposite attacker. Great vertical, great power, great shots. Definitely a player to watch. Great swing by Colin Irons on the outside, tooling the block. That's going to be a nice matchup to watch. Lewis versus Irons. Hammerman with the top spin. Serve receive controlled. Perfect attack out of the middle. 3-ball split into defenders. Mark Olson, 6'7" out of Utah Valley with the kill. Ball gets pushed outside. No touch on the block. Point goes to Sizzle. Opening up a pretty sizable lead here. 14-8 in set one. Sizzle over the Rising Tide. Adasden back to serve. Mixing in his topspin jump serve, working cross court, just missing long. Ball's playing hide and go seek behind the banners. Garrett Lau back to serve. Jump float, handled well. Ball goes back to Lewis, high off the top. Just how they drew it up. Nice control pass. Perfect in-system set, high off the top of the block. Another kill for Joe Lewis and another point for the Arizona Sizzle. Set goes outside. Tool in the block. Kinji with the kill. Austin Kinji goes 6'4" out of UCSB. Back to Lewis again. Cross court again. Lewis with the kill again. 16-10, Sizzle with Lewis back to serve. This is a lefty topspin serve. Really hard to pass as it comes at the opposite angle. Fortunately for the Rising Tide, he puts it into the net. The ball gets pushed outside. Control dig, scramble play, free ball coming. And self-defense move by Bart Kowalski on the overpass. Joe Kailua Kamoa with a big bang. Irons with a big cross-court kill. Very nice answer back by Colin Irons. Great setup by Bart Kowalski. Service goes long by Rodriguez. We're back at the front row matchup I was talking about earlier in the game with Surgeon Adazden and Bart Kowalski. Sizzle gets a good opportunity. Look for that matchup to go. Ball going to the outside. Outside to Ammerman. Controlled off the block. D-ball to Lewis. Controlled roll in play. Kowalski on the dump. Controlled back up. Miscommunication error on the outside. Free point goes to the Rising Tide. I go, you go. Kowalski back to serve. Topspin jump serve, handled by Kailua Kamoa. And put down on two by the setter. Nobody home. Nice play by Zach Melcher there. Low set back to the right side. Dalton Ammerman. Tough set to attack, low inside into the blocker's hand. Not much Dalton can do with that set. He'll look to answer back right here. Off the tape, played by Kowalski. Sets out. Libero pushes the ball outside. Out to Cullen. Colin Iron takes a big swing on the outside, but gets denied by Mark Olson in the middle. Straight up, straight down. Yeah, outside to Irons. Dug up, but into the ceiling and out of play. Ammerman with the serve. Let's see what kind of pressure he can put on. Coming with a topspin. Off the top of the tape. Good heat. Control well. High ball to the outside of Lewis and tooling off a Colin Iron block. Great patience by Joe Lewis. Great rundown by Zach Melcher. All around great play by the Sizzle. 22-14 in set one. Little chop serve into the tape. Free point goes to Rising Tide. Substitution coming in. Brandon Directo coming in to serve. Number 9, Brandon Directo out of Irvine Valley College. Cross-court serve handled by Serge. Little gap set to the middle. Number 5, Mark Olson, bringing the heat. top of the block. Back set to Joe. Big set to the back row. Dalton Ammerman with a kill. Deep seam attack, well played. Great transition set by Bart Kowalski of the Rising Tide. Great swing by Dalton Ammerman to put it away. 16 serving 23. Colin Irons back to serve. That's an ace serve for Colin Irons. After a little cleanup, we're back to play. Colin Irons with another tough serve, gets another ace out of that. So 2 in a row for Colin Irons, making a nice little comeback here late in set 1. 18 serving 23. Even if they can't win this set, it's a good momentum builder going into set 2. Service goes long, bringing set point for Joe Lewis. And clamp back down out of the middle. And that'll do it for set 1. 25-18 goes to Arizona Sizzle.